What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, lavon.Cason, back at it again with another YouTube video. I got some gaming stuff to talk about with you guys today. First things first, I'm going to talk about Xbox console sales down another 42%, but Microsoft seems fine with that. So, Microsoft revealed that gaming hardware sales have fallen 42%, which is an even steeper decline than the 31% drop reported in the previous quarter. The good news is that gaming revenue overall was up 44%, boost due to the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Of course, if that hadn't happened, it would have been closer to 3%. This part I agree with right here. Microsoft is in an increasingly strange spot with the Xbox brand, attempting to create a broader Xbox ecosystem outside of its console, largely depending on game streaming, which remains a very small part of the market. Xbox Game Pass grew explosively during the pandemic, but Microsoft eventually stopped reporting subscription numbers for 2 years. In February, it finally revealed it had 34 million subs, but a part of that was converting Xbox Live Gold players into something they call Game Pass Core. It's unclear what the actual growth rate is now. So, this does suck that gaming hardware sales, particularly Xbox hardware sales, have fallen 42%. It definitely does suck. And it also makes you think about, will Xbox have a 10th generation console? When you see stuff like this, that's the questions that it makes you think about. Now, I think Microsoft, maybe they just care about the gaming revenue overall, which was up 44%. Maybe that's all they care about. But when it comes to, console stuff, the console hardware and all that stuff, it's not looking too good. You cannot deny that it's not looking too good. And also, too, this part right here, when it comes to this article, this is the best part right here. This is the part that I agree with the most. Microsoft is in an increasingly strange spot with the Xbox brand, because Microsoft Xbox has been all about options, since a bit before the last generation, and especially for this generation. You can play Xbox on your Fire Stick. You can play Xbox on your Xbox One using xCloud. Xbox games. You can play Xbox games on your Xbox One X with xCloud. You can play Xbox games natively through Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, and PC. And also, too, there's been Xbox games released on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5. So, the fact that we have many options to play Xbox games, it makes a person think, do I really need to entertain the idea to buy an Xbox for the rest of this generation, since Xbox games are now coming to PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch 2 eventually? It's just something to think about, guys. Like, why even bother, having an Xbox console for the 10th generation? Like, why even bother to get one? And yes, I do think that there will be a 10th generation Xbox home console and a handheld. I definitely do think that. And it's supposed to happen in 2026. That part is rumor. So take that with a grain of salt. Take that with a huge grain of salt. So how are they going to market this 10th generation Xbox console? How are they going to do it, since, their games are coming to other platforms such as, like I said, Nintendo Switch and eventually Nintendo Switch 2 and PlayStation 5 and that PlayStation 5 Pro? And it makes you wonder, how much of a leap will this be from the PS5 Pro whenever, the next Xbox console comes out? Because, I would think that PS5 Pro version of that said Xbox game would provide a good enough experience to have people to wait. You know what? I'm just gonna wait for the PlayStation 6 instead of, you know, getting the next Xbox in 2026. So that is something that Xbox has to figure out. How are they gonna market this 10th generation console? And how are they going to even get people to buy their 10th generation console or even their handheld at this point, since their software is coming to other console manufacturers, you know, platforms? How are they going to do that? But that's a Microsoft situation. That's a Microsoft problem. That's for them to solve. But let's get on to the next topic here. Bungie is spinning off a new sci-fi action IP into a new Sony studio. The studio is laying off 220 employees as it's moved to make substantial changes to cost structure. The team will also be integrating further with Sony merging 155 roles into Sony Interactive Entertainment, or, you know, abbreviation SIE. So my thoughts on this: it does suck that the studio is laying off 220 employees. You know, I feel sorry for those out there that are losing their jobs when it comes to that stuff. It sucks. But what this also tells me is that Bungie is becoming a full Sony first-party studio. And also, let me see if there's anything else down here. Bungie will continue to make great games. We still have over 850 team members building Destiny and Marathon. We will continue to build amazing experiences that succeed our players' expectations. Okay, so that's pretty much it. And the comments are saying what I'm basically thinking about. Sony now brings in control. Basically, killed Bungie. So the Halo Bungie is dead. This is just a shell company used to make garbage live service games for Sony. You know, basically now Bungie is at Sony's control, and basically what this seems like to me is that, like I said, becoming a fully first-party studio. That's what I interpret this as, pretty much. That's just me, but that's all I really got to say on this topic. What do you guys think of Bungie potentially becoming a full Sony first-party studio? And what do you guys think Xbox is going to do for their 10th generation console to make people actually want to buy one? Let me know in the comment section below this YouTube video. This is lavon, signing on. Peace, and thanks for watching. Bye.